Today we're going to be looking at probably the rarest Plants vs. Zombies plush set of all time. And you probably never heard of this plush set before, as it's extremely obscure and rare. And it was actually made by the company Sanei, which is known for making Mario plushes and other Nintendo licenses. But turns out at one point they wanted to make Plants vs. Zombies plushes, so yeah, today we're going to be looking at the Sanei Plants vs. Zombies plushes. Starting off, we have the Plasma Pea. Now this plush uses a very similar texture to the Lynx and Pea Shooter. And as you can tell, it's basically the exact same as the normal Pea Shooter, except it just is made to look more like a Plasma Pea. Overall, it looks pretty high quality for a plush, and overall seems to be pretty accurate. The colors do seem to be a bit off, but that's fine, and the stitching on the face also looks pretty good. The leaf base seems to be the exact same as a normal Lynxen plush, and it actually seems that this entire plush just seems to be a Lynxen plush but slightly discolored. And it seems that it's basically an exact copy of the normal Pea Shooter, except just made to be a Plasma Pea. But overall, this plush looks pretty good, and it overall looks pretty accurate to how a Plasma Pea is supposed to look. And overall, I think this plush is overall really accurate, and it seems to be pretty nicely stuffed. And if you want this plush, the best chances of you finding this plush is at your local Goodwill. Next up, we have the long neck sunflower. Now this seems to be the exact same as a normal sunflower plush, except it just has a really long neck. And this is probably the laziest plush in the whole set, because it's literally just a normal sunflower except with an extremely long neck for some reason, and this plush should probably get understuffed pretty easily. And for the rest of the plush besides the neck, the sunflower's face overall seems to be pretty accurate, except the petals do seem to be a little discolored. The leaf base seems to be the exact same as the normal Lynx and sunflower, and but overall looks pretty good. And this plush would probably be very hard to keep in mint condition as because the neck would be very floppy over the years, as all that stuffing in the middle probably wouldn't hold up over the years. And this is probably the most common plush in the whole set, so if you want it, you could look on eBay. Now moving on to the next plush in the set, we have the Eaten Walnut. Now this plush overall seems to be pretty good as every single company makes normal walnut plushes and never represents when the walnut's slightly eaten. As the whole purpose of walnuts in the first place is to be eaten and used as a wall, so yeah, this plush kind of represents what it looks like when it's about to be fully eaten. And overall, on the face, it seems that they did a pretty good job with the embroidery as it overall looks pretty high quality. The shape of the walnut overall looks pretty good, and it seems to be pretty accurate to the game in terms of the color of the walnut and also how it looks. And this walnut plush overall looks really good as it has a bunch of added details to the top of it, which normally wouldn't be on a normal walnut plush because, it normally isn't eaten. And it's overall pretty cool to see a variation of a walnut plush, as normally walnut plushes are just normal walnuts, so it's overall pretty cool to see a variation of it. So yeah, overall, I think they did a pretty good job making this walnut plush, as it has a lot of extra details on it, and it overall looks pretty nice. And if you want this plush, you can look on Amazon. And now let's move on to the next plush, instead being the No Leaf Blover. Now you probably know about the bootleg plush being the 4-leaf blover, but this one's actually a no-leaf blover. As it's pretty self-explanatory, it's just a blover plush but with no leaves. And as you can see, the very high quality embroidery on the face has been slightly modified. And if you look at the embroidery really closely, you could actually see that it's very high quality. And for the rest of the plush, it's just a normal limited edition blover plush, except they just cut off the leaves for it. And there really isn't much else to say about this plush, except that it does look pretty weird for a blover to have no leaves. But yeah, overall, I think they did a pretty good job making this plush, especially with the embroidery on the face, and if you want this plush, you could probably look on Macari. And now let's go on to the next plush, instead being the Burning Cuke. Now this plush is a variation of the Tactical Cuke, and this plush is basically impossible to get. As the one thing that you'll notice about this plush very quickly is that it's constantly on fire. So yeah, obviously you wouldn't be able to get this plush really easily except if you had gloves on or something. So yeah, this is by far the hardest plush in the whole set to get, as even if you try to display this plush, you probably won't be able to keep it in your house as but it'll obviously just burn it down. So yeah, this by far is the rarest plush in the whole set, as there's 0 documented owners of it. But yeah, all it seems to be is just a normal Tactical Cuke plush except orange and reddish. And the embroidery on the face also seems to be pretty high quality. But yeah, overall, this probably has to be one of the most creative plushes in the whole set. It's honestly impressive that they were able to make it so it's constantly on fire. And well, if you want this plush, I honestly don't know why you would want this plush in the first place because, well, you probably wouldn't even be able to keep it, but if you want it, you could look around, but you probably won't be able to find it. And now this one's probably the simplest plush in the whole set, being the hypnotized zombotany. Now this is the exact same as the normal zombotany plush, except well, it's just purple. And well, unlike every other plush in this set, there's actually two sizes of it, being a normal size and a keychain size. And well, there really isn't much to say about this plush besides that it's just a normal zombotany except that it's purple. And well, for the zombotany plush, it overall looks pretty good as well. The head shape overall seems to be pretty accurate and the embroidery on the face seems to be pretty nice. And well, for the rest of the plush is overall pretty high quality, except the tie is made out of a felt material so it could collect dust and debris, but that would be pretty unlikely to happen as well. This plush only has one documented image of it, so yeah, you'll probably never be able to find it, and there's only one of each of the sizes of these plushes that exist. So yeah, you'll probably never be able to get this hypnotized zombotany plush, but yeah, if you want it, you could look on eBay. And now let's move on to the next plush, instead being the leprechaun disco zombie. Now this is just another variation of the normal disco zombie because well there's already tons of variations, so we obviously needed more. And well, this is the exact same as their normal disco zombie except that it has some slightly different clothes on and it also has a few accessories. First off, the clothes are actually, instead of being a blue or maroonish color, is actually a green color. And well, but overall seems to be a very bright green color and well, but overall looks pretty good. You know, but I would have to say if it was just a normal green disco zombie, it would actually look really nice. You know, but it actually has a few nice accessories to it, being a 4-leaf clover and a leprechaun hat. You know, but as you can tell by this one image that we have of the plush, it overall seems to be very high quality. Especially on the leprechaun hat as well, but it kind of seems that it's not even made of a plush material. As well, but just seems so much more high quality compared to the rest of the disco zombie. It almost seems like an image of a leprechaun hat was just put onto the disco zombie. It's so high quality. But I can assure you, this is a real plush. The only really bad thing about this plush is that you need extreme luck to get it. There's actually a really long list of steps to do that you could actually achieve to get this plush. First off, you have to wait till a day where a rainbow appears in the sky. Then you'll have to go find the end of the rainbow and then you will be able to find this plush. Except one of the coolest parts about this plush is that it's actually alive. So you'll have to run after it to get it and well, but it'll probably leave a few tricks behind to make it so you don't actually get the plush. But if you do manage to catch this plush, you could take the batteries out of it and well, you'll have your own leprechaun disco zombie. And well, this is overall a pretty cool concept for a plush and it's really interesting that Sanei actually decided to do this. So yeah, you won't be able to actually buy this plush on eBay or anything as well, but it's actually illegal to sell it on eBay. As well, if you try to, the leprechaun disco zombie will come back alive and will just disappear. And will just kind of like vanish into thin air, like it's overall just a really weird thing for the plush to do, but it somehow does it. But yeah, that was the very real Sanei Plants vs. Zombies plush set. This probably has to be one of the most interesting plush sets of all time, especially because, well, it's actually the 5-year anniversary since it was released. As well, this plush set was actually released on April Fools of 2019. And well, for all this time, Sanei tried to keep it a secret until this video came out. So yeah, that's obviously why you never heard of this plush, and it's definitely not because I just made this up in only like 10 minutes. But yeah, if you want any of these plushes, you could go through the steps that I told you in this video or just find them on eBay. But yeah, comment down below which plush it is your favorite, and yeah, have a great day.